Today's video is sponsored by Bellesa. We're doing a massive sex toy giveaway, so please stay tuned for more details. Hey folks! So I've been thinking a lot about simplifying my life, decluttering. Something about this year makes me feel like not only decluttering like my closet, my makeup collection, but also just like my life and getting rid of things that I do on a regular basis that I don't need to do anymore. So today we're going to talk about things that I don't have time for anymore. The first thing is one of the biggest things, which is generally not caring what other people think anymore. I spent a long time caring a lot about what other people thought about me, and I'm almost 34. I'm too old for this. I'm too old to care. When I was in high school, I didn't really have much of an identity as far as my own personality, personal style. I was just kind of like a dork. I didn't have much that was like made me very me in high school, except for like newspaper. But then when I got to college and I got to my 20s, I kind of like bounced all over of like caring and then not caring and then caring again. And I'm like, I need to not anymore. Like I need to not care. I need to just do my own thing and do what I want to do. And, you know, just it makes life so much easier when you're not thinking about what other people think of you all the time. There were a few years where I had that, and then it came back because of, I don't know, reasons, society, my own anxiety. But that is probably the overarching theme of everything that I will be talking about. Just like, stop caring. Okay. Stop caring, Abigail. One thing that I know I don't have time for is, not giving myself proper me time, which leads me to say that today's video is sponsored by Bellesa. Bellesa is a bi-woman company for all things sexuality. That's erotica, porn, sex ed, and sex toys. And today we're going to be talking about their sex toys. I've been a fan of Bellesa for a long time, whether it is their accessories or their website, their video series. They have a huge range of content on their website. And Bellesa is all about embracing and exploring and celebrating one's sexuality. I find that a lot within their original content, within their blog posts, advice, stories, tips and tricks. There are many things to explore there that will pique pretty much anybody's interest. My friends at Bellesa and I are literally giving away free vibrators and gift cards for vibrators to everyone who signs up to my giveaway. So you might see my little collection of toys that I have growing. I have 3 here that I've had for a while. I mentioned it in a previous video, but I have 3 toys here, and there's tons of different varieties of toys for pretty much anybody and any needs, any parts. You got toys for everyone. The toys that I got last time, I have the Pebble, which I quite like. It's small, it's ergonomic, it's easy to travel with. The Air Vibe, which is kind of a combination of what the Pebble does, as well as having like an insertable bit. So this one has like a little suction cup, as well as something that goes in for G-spot stimulation. So it's good for both things. The best of both worlds. And then the Demi Wand is really, really nice for pretty much anybody, any parts, any bits, any needs. And it's got a flexible neck. It's rechargeable. All of them are rechargeable. All you have to do is line up the little spots here on the inside of the charging case with the little dots on the side of the toy. And then you close it, make sure they're lined up, and then you plug it in with the little USB cord and you're off to the races. The newest toys that I got, we have the Thump. So everything does come with a little USB cord that you plug into whatever brick you have. And then this one you just open up. And it's a similar idea to the Pebble in that it's got the little suction guy. It's more ergonomic for your hands. It's perfect for my hands. Like, this is the most comfortable thing, and it's very powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 speeds. Literally, it looks like a glasses case. And then last but not least, the only toy that I have received that doesn't come in a carrying case because it's a bit too big. This is the Thrust, and it is exactly what you think it is. This is a rabbit vibrator that is, again, kind of the best of both worlds. It's beautiful. This one has a standalone vibrator here. The rest of this does move, as well as it has these little beads, so I'll turn it on. And there it goes. This sucker is strong. Very nice soft silicone, very easy to use, very easy to wash. For the Thrust, Bellesa actually used thousands of pieces of community feedback in the process of creating it. And they really put everything into that toy. It's really good. So if any of this sounds intriguing to you, which I'm sure it does, go to the link below in the description and sign up for my giveaway. There's literally free toys or free gift cards for toys for everyone who signs up. So what do you have to lose? Thank you so much again to Bellessa for sponsoring today's video. I very much appreciate you guys for many reasons. Definitely go check them out, you guys. Let me know what you think, and let's jump back into more things. These are things that I have time for, but let's talk more about things that I don't have time for. And the next thing that I need to declutter from my life, and the next thing I do not have any time for, is being polite just for the sake of being polite. And this kind of falls into the same vein as the first one, except it's a little more specific, because obviously when I'm at my job and I'm having to deal with like people on a regular basis, there's only so much I can do as far as like not being polite, because like I don't want to lose my job. But in general, if nobody's earned my politeness or my respect, why do I need to give it to them? Why do I need to give a stranger the benefit of the doubt when, like, I don't know, they haven't earned it? If I don't know you, if you're talking crap, if you're talking nonsense, I don't need to be polite. And I've seen a lot of this, like, I'm in my villain era type of discourse going around, and honestly, I'm here for it. Like, Tara Mooney made a video about the villain era thing, and I love it. I am loving it, okay? I don't want to say that I'm in my villain era, but I'm in my, I need to stop being polite and start getting real. The real world. Do you guys remember that show? I think the second season was in Seattle. I think the first season was in, like, San Francisco. No, the first season was in Manhattan. But I digress. Being polite is something that I kind of ingrained in myself for a really long time because of, I don't know, internalized misogyny that I had to get over. There's many of us who are millennials now who are like recovering pick-me girls. Can I put it that way? I don't know. But I feel like it makes sense. I grew out of that. And still, I, at times, find myself kind of trying to be polite because of my own, I don't know, insecurities, fear of someone treating me a different way or treating me a certain way. When in reality, why? I am loving this villain energy coming from both people in my age range and younger. Like, I do love that energy where it's like, yeah, don't take any crap from anybody. I am trying to not do that anymore. Another thing that I feel like has kind of worked against me in me being as polite as I am on a regular basis is that it makes me absolutely terrified of confrontation. Like, I don't even like talking on the phone most days, and I get a lot of social anxiety dealing with anything that has to do with confrontation, whether it's at work, whether it is on the internet. It's much worse face to face or like on the phone, but like, I'm so bad at confrontation, and I can't go through life being that way. Like, I have a very difficult time dealing with feeling like I've let anybody down or been rejected by anybody. I've looked into this a little bit. I feel like there's a term for it. I feel like there's like an actual term for it, but like, I am terrified of those things. So being more assertive and being less polite and just like saying things how it is, sometimes I'll need to be a little bit aggressive, because be aggressive. Be aggressive. Can you do that, Abby? I don't know. I'll try. So that's that. Next is shaving my legs. I don't have time for this. I wear pants almost all the time. And if I'm not wearing pants, I'm wearing tights. And if I'm not wearing tights, I don't care. If I want to feel soft for myself, fine, I'll do that. But like, very quickly after that time of softness comes the prickliness. And I don't like the prickliness. I'd much rather have the, like, I don't know, soft fuzz. I have no shame. I don't care. If you want to shave it, go for it. But I don't have time to do it on a regular basis. No. And also underwire bras. I found a handful, weirdly enough, at Torrid of these sports bras. I'll leave a screenshot up on screen of the page if they still have it, because I'm not about to gatekeep plus size undergarments from you, because I hate when people do that. Unless it's a local store and you don't want to dox yourself, please share with the class. But I found these bras and they're really comfortable and they fit me well, and they look decent under clothes. If there's like a particular outfit I want to wear, maybe I'll put on like more of a push-up bra, but like on a regular day-to-day basis, these things, they got no wires. They're so comfy. It's just like a tank top. I mean, it holds up the gals, but it's so comfortable. And I don't want to deal with underwiring. You know how much that hurts sometimes? That hurts. It's uncomfortable. And especially for somebody like me who has a very hard time finding things that fit, I found one of those things that fit and I bought 2 more in different colors. This is how we do things when we are blessed in the chest. Oh, that rhymed. Yeah, so shaving my legs or underwires? No. The next thing I would like to talk about is Facebook and just Facebook in general. The only reason I haven't actually deleted my Facebook account is because I have photos that go back to 2007 and I need to get those off of my Facebook because some of them, like, that's the only place that they live. So that's the only reason I still have Facebook. But my sister will call me sometimes, or my mom will be like, oh, do you see what I posted? I did not. I did not see what you posted on Facebook. I did not see what you posted on your Instagram reels. The only social media I am ever on is like Twitter, YouTube, and then I'll be looking at the TikToks that Josh sends me. But like, I don't use Facebook. I rarely use Instagram. Facebook in general, purging that from my phone. Oh my God. Like when I got my new phone back in January of last year, I did not install the Facebook app, and I am so glad that I did. I've only missed like one message that I wanted to get. A friend of mine was in town and she didn't text me, and then I didn't realize until way after, and I didn't get to see her while she was here. But that's the one thing. That's the only thing that I've been like, dang it. Everything else, deleting Facebook from my phone and not going on it and rarely using it has just cleared out my brain so much. For one thing, the Facebook notifications algorithm is a total mess. I don't know what I'm getting in my notifications. I'll get notifications where it's like, this person that you know is going to this thing, or like, here, I'm like getting notifications about people who I never pay attention to and I don't care about, but I'm still friends with because, I don't know, connections, networking. It was before I had LinkedIn. But Facebook, every time I hear anything about Facebook, it's always like, oh, what'd you see on this? Oh, and Facebook always gets like video content, YouTube content far after YouTube. So I'm like seeing recycled content that I have already watched before. So I don't get any new content from Facebook. And I just see things that I'm just like not interested in, and I realize it's probably made me a little bit more disconnected with the people in my local community, but it's like the good it's done for my own mental clarity. Highly recommend you delete Facebook off your phone. If you still have it on your phone, get rid of it, because you'll just get notification after notification, and then you're just gonna see ads for things that you clicked on, and then like maybe we're in the general vicinity of. That's happened to me before. I was like at my friend's house and he was talking about a record player that he just got. He didn't mention the name of it, and like didn't pull up like a web page, but not more than 15 hours later, I got an ad for that exact record player on my Facebook page. And I was like, this is creepy. I don't want this anymore. I hate Facebook. The only reason I still have it is because I have photos that would be lost to time. Because the same thing happened when MySpace went under and I like lost my login for MySpace. I had photos on there that like, I don't know if I'll ever see ever again. It was also like 2004. Oh God. Oh God. I entered high school almost. Oh my God. I entered high school almost 20 years ago. Oh my God. My 20-year reunion is in like 3 years. Oh God. Never mind. Delete Facebook, please. It did me so much good. These little ones are like half sarcastic because like I realize I have to deal with them, but like they're thorns in my side, okay? Spam. Okay, this is something I'm gonna go on about for a little bit. I don't know what is going on with my, I have a business email that I use for like sponsor stuff, and then also I use for like photography things. It's not a Gmail, and I can't tell. I had 17,000 spam messages collectively unread in my inbox from the last year. And I realize me going through and not deleting things for a year, Abby, what is wrong with you? That is so chaotic. You're, what? I know, it's very chaotic, but it got so bad to the point where I'm like, I don't want to even pay attention to it. It's kind of like when you have a to-do list and you're like, there's too many things to do, so I'm not going to do any of them. There's too many spam messages to deal with, so I'm just not going to deal with them. But now I have to, because I've like missed important emails and I don't know what's going on with my spam. I don't. Like, I'm just speculating here, but the timing of it was very sus from when my Office subscription expired. Because I had Microsoft Office for like a year, Office 365 to get like Word and stuff. I don't have it anymore. But when I let it expire, that's about the time when all my spam email started coming in. And I don't know if getting extra spam protection, like, which should be the baseline spam protection because all this stuff was coming into my regular inbox. If Google can do it, Microsoft should be able to do it. I was getting all this spam email after the paid subscription ended. Coincidence? I don't know, but it's kind of sus and I don't like it. And the spam, I get phone calls constantly. The funniest thing about this is like people from the older generation will talk about, oh, you millennials and Gen Zs, you never want to talk on the phone. It's like, no, because every second phone call we get is spam. Well, of course I don't want to answer the phone. Of course I'm not going to answer the phone to a number that I don't know because it's probably either the IRS or
Comcast
or some other spam thing asking about, I don't know, retirement. I'm like, I'm not that old yet, okay? But it's gotten so bad. I have voicemails on my phone where there's nothing on it. It's just 20 seconds of blank air. And I'm like, well, clearly this wasn't a very important conversation that you needed to have, spam. So the next time somebody complains to you about not answering the phone, be like, I just thought you were spam. Like, if they're not in your phone, it happens so much on my cell phone, on the work phone, everywhere. It's bonkers. People have so much time on their hands now. Now the last thing on this list, which is actually more serious, some of these were just silly, where I'm like, spam and bras, but this last one is a pretty big one, and it kind of goes in line with what I've been kind of doing with my social media the last few years. The general practice of staying up to date with social media happenings just for the sake of knowing what's happening. Now, this is different from like big scandals. Like if somebody like a famous person or a celebrity or an influencer does something very bad, I want to stay informed because I want to make sure that I'm like, oh, well, I don't want to support this person if I was supporting this person. Like stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, big things I want to know. But as far as just like other things that are not affecting like either the community at large, me, anyone that I care about, like there's so much happening all the time that I can't keep up with everything that I used to. Thankfully, I have a group chat of 4 other people who keep up with various places on the internet. So if I'm ever confused about something, I'll be like, hey guys, what's this about? Hey guys, why are people mad at Michaela on TikTok? Hey, who's this guy? What's this? Who's this male, female, gays guy? I don't know. I didn't know that before I asked my friends. But staying up to date with things just for the sake of staying up to date with them and knowing what's happening at all times, that was so exhausting. It was so exhausting to keep up with and to try and like parse through, just like kind of get the whole picture, because there's so much content thrown at our faces all the time now that I can't do it really. And I haven't been doing it much anymore because I've muted a lot of things on Twitter. I've muted many words, many people. I've blocked some people. I'm things I don't have time for, not blocking people on Twitter. Oh boy, it's such a rush. It's such a rush when someone is like disturbing your peace so much where you're like, I literally don't even want to know that you exist on a daily basis, so I'm going to block you. Goodbye. It doesn't affect them at all. None of that affects them. But the only people who I've blocked don't know who I am. I would prefer they don't know who I am. So this is a good thing. Like some of those drama channel men, it just, I can't stand seeing them on my timeline. I've muted so many things, muted so many people, muted so many words, so many topics. It's so refreshing. I want to know the bare minimum. I want to know what I need to know but what I don't want to know is what I don't need to know. Or if I'm like particularly interested in something. I don't care about who's dating who broke up with who shaded this person in their TikTok, what kind of TikTok beef. I don't care. I have no time for staying up to date with everything that happens all the time, all at once. The only everything everywhere all at once I want is the movie. I don't want it on my timeline all the time. It's such a good movie. You guys have to see it if you haven't yet. It's so good. Deserves all the awards it's gotten. But anyway, that's everything I wanted to talk about in today's video. Thank you so much to Bellessa for sponsoring today's video again. You guys should definitely go check out their site. My link below. You'll thank me later. Like, seriously, thanks, Bellessa. For today's song of the day, let's see. What could it be? Ooh, actually, let's go. Today's song of the day is Erase Me from Rebecca Black because A, I've just been listening to that record a lot, and B, she got added to the Capitol Hill Block Party lineup playing on Friday. And I kind of love that. Like, that's so perfect. I literally only want to go to Friday for Rebecca Black. I don't care about anything else happening at Block Party. I mean, Muna's cool. I saw them last year, but like, I don't want to brave Block Party for 2 days for 2 bands that I care about. But yes, Rebecca Black, Erase Me. It's her first track off the new record, Let Her Burn. It's so good. The whole album is amazing. You should definitely check it out. If you would like to follow me on any of my other social media, even though I spent half this video talking about how much I never go on social media, my Instagram and my Twitter are Abers07, and then my TikTok and my Twitch are Abers without the 07. So follow me there. I'm the most active on Twitter, and then I stream on Twitch 3 nights a week, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So come hang out with me there. We have a good time. Subscribe also if you haven't already. That would be super cool and awesome. Let me know in the comments below what things you have no time for this year. What things are you decluttering from your life? What things are you simplifying from your life to make your days easier, to protect your peace, and to just make your life a little bit more pleasant on a regular basis? Let me know in the comments down below. Have a good week, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye!